All right, what's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. Hopefully, my mic is working. Yes, it is. I will put the link in the comment section, so if you guys want to come in and join in the conversation. I know I am a little bit late for starting. I'm actually like an hour late. I said I tried to do it at 9:30, but I had some delays fighting with my girlfriend. So let me go get the link for you guys and toss it up in the comment section on YouTube, and we'll just continue our discussions from earlier today. And if you weren't here earlier today, we were making fun of stupid people who believe in Corey Good and William Tompkins and other loonies, and new drones and shit like that. Hey, what up, UFO Institute? Hey, what up, Dave Deadwood? How you doing, buddy? What up, Chris Murphy? Seems like you are getting a high latency on the stream. What do you mean, buddy? No, Deadwood saying notification worked. Yeah, dab hit shit, and that's fucking right, dude. Good, they got it about fucking time, man, right? I hate that shit, dude. Hey, what up, Paul? Like, it's distorting your voice, kind of. God damn it. Thanks, buddy. Let me, Hey, what up, Golf Man? Let me change the setting real quick. Shit. All right, how's that sounding? Any better, you guys? Hi, Kyle. Enjoyed the live stuff. Hell yeah. What up, Shermanator? How you doing? Got my hat. Got to support UFO Proof, man. Good, way better. All right. You know, it's just like when you just switch from, mic to mic, it's like this one will probably start fucking up in a little bit and I'll just switch back. It's fucking YouTube's stupid thing, dude. Just getting the Micto shaft from Windows. Lost all file mtfkr dot. So how's your day? Way better. Yes, much better. What up, Shanna? MIT team Jericho. Signal is 5x5 now. Excellent. Golfman saying, yep, it's much better. Paul saying, sounds fine, y'all. Excellent. Shermanator saying, yes. UFO Institute, fuck yeah. DLL file, shit, fuck. Oh, that sucks, Dave. UFO Institute, what was your name before? I forget. Weren't you a subscriber to the channel for a long time, just under a different name? I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking it was Ducky, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be confused, but what was your old name, UFO Institute? On YouTube. I know I'm like, sounds like I'm repeating this or whatever. It's fine. No, it's because there's a delay on it. So it's like I gotta think of something to say while I'm waiting for a reply. Ooh, Paul, that's a good question. Ducky number 2. See how it's fucking right. Yeah, that's right, Ducky. What's going on? Well, I guess it's UFO Institute now, but yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm good, dude. I thought I knew that one too. So Paul is asking, he's saying, hey, Kyle, yeah, UFO Institute said Ducky, bro. That's fucking right. See, I nailed that shit, man. Paul's asking or saying who's gonna win, Stipe or Ngannou. This is gonna be such a heavyweight fight in the UFC. Dude, I don't fucking know, man. Okay, so Ngannou is a beast, and he fucking knocks dudes out. If you guys didn't see the knockout he put on fucking Alistair Overeem,
I mean, he caught him with the most ruthless uppercut in UFC history. I mean, it was like a movie style fucking uppercut knockout, dude. And usually when you see someone get knocked out, when they get the good snaps, like when your head gets turned really fast, it squeezes the carotid arteries real quick. And when they squeeze real quick, it'll knock you out. And that's what happens. And he hit him fucking with an uppercut, and it fucking swallows, like fucking pinched him. He went and just fucking boom, knocked the fuck out, dude. Like, I mean, his head was like, dude, like it looked like a fucking movie, man. It was the most ruthless fucking uppercut I've ever seen, man. But I've seen his other fights, and he really hits fucking hard, and he lays guys out left and right. I heard he is like the strongest puncher on record, like in like the Guinness Book of World Records or something. Like he's got the strongest fucking punch, man. So, you know, that's just what I heard. I don't know how accurate that is. But you know, Stipe is fucking, he really is in the prime of his career right now. He is in peak fucking top physical form. He is champion right now. And so oh, sorry, Chris, I'm sorry, I didn't have my headphones on, man. Let me get my headphones on for you, buddy. Oh, fuck, I left my ones outside. I'll have to go grab those in a second. Hang on. Put these on. Because these ones, they work fine. They're just too heavy to keep on. Like, they're great for recording music, but they kind of suck for holding them on, keeping them on your head too long when you're having doing a live. You could have these bitches on for a fucking couple of hours, you know.
What are those headphones?
Man,
are those from the same company?
Oh, but I have to switch it over. Hang on 1 second, buddy. I gotta switch the sound over to the headphones. All right, say something. Oh, wait. And plugging them in might help.
Maybe.
So there we go. Now I got you, buddy.
All right.
Much better, bud.
Yeah, I was asking if are those headphones made by the same company that makes your microphone?
Absolutely, man. Fucking blue.
I thought they were blue.
Yeah, fucking blue Yeti, man. You know, this microphone is they actually use this in for like overdubbing in TV shows and shit and fucking Hollywood in movies. Like, this is like the top of the line fucking microphone, man.
Mine's like the model that's like right under that one.
Which one?
Snowball.
Snowball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I got a Snowball. I'm actually giving it to our boy Steven Nixon.
Nice. That's good.
Which, you know, I'm sure he'll enjoy. And then also, I already told him the surprise that I'm sending him, so I'll let you guys know too. I'm actually sending him a Logitech P920 camera. You know, because all his cameras fucking suck. And dude, it's like the best fucking camera for streaming YouTube and for fucking doing any kind of you know, for a web camera. It's like the #1 fucking camera. Well, not anymore. I mean, there's two more above it now. The
it's
922 that I have, and then the 4K one.
It's weird because I have a Microsoft. It's like a 5500 from like years ago, at least 5-6 years ago. But it's still better quality than most of the like streamers and stuff I see. Because mine will actually get the 60 FPS and the 720p, and theirs just looks like it's 480 all the time. I don't know why. Yeah, this is old webcam, but it's still.
Well, do you? Yeah, but are you using it and streaming live?
Yeah, to Twitch,
showing what it looks like.
Yeah, I get lossless streams onto Twitch. Like, I don't lose hardly any quality. It's probably like 2%.
Oh wait, but okay, so yeah, like when I come on here and there'll be people on here with me, like right now, like you and I, as we see this, on Google Hangouts, it looks crystal clear, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube, it looks fucked up, and my camera will look fucked up on YouTube. It'll look all fucking even though I have a better camera than anybody else on here, my camera will look the worst, and their cameras will look a lot better. And they'll actually do that on purpose and to try to make the fucking feed. Like, you know, to try to like spread out the fucking bandwidth or something between everybody. And it's like, I was like, fuck that, dude. You know, I want my camera to fucking look good. That's the whole point of it, dude.
Yeah, with Twitch, we're being able to use like XSplit and like OBS and stuff. You can change the buffer rate and all that stuff. And
you can
having your Well, yeah, I end up having my streamed where I lose no quality whatsoever because my upload speed's pretty good.
Yeah, and even when I use XSplits on here, it's like terrible. And the problem is like is that my computer isn't fucking fast enough. It doesn't have enough processing speed to
encode the video fast enough.
To give it high quality, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of.
That's why I got my desktop and I just got a new laptop and I'm gonna get a external capture card so I can stream from the laptop and not affect any of the components on my desktop.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I got a new computer coming. I just got this other new computer. This is actually pretty sweet. It's just a HP, but it came with Windows 10 Pro. Have you got that yet?
Yeah, I bought Windows 10 Pro like right as it came out. I just looked on Craigslist and found a third-party vendor and bought one for like $40, and I've been using the same key because it ties it to your Windows Live account now.
Yeah. Oh no shit, dude. Fuck it, I love Windows Pro, man. I think it's got so many cool features to like other than than what fucking Windows 10 has. I'm like, dude, it just allows you to do a bunch more shit, man. I'm like,
and say like your computer craps out on you that you have your Windows installation on, you can go buy another laptop and reinstall Windows and use just your Live account, log in, and it'll use that same key that you activated for your previous Windows, so you don't have to keep track of it anymore.
Wait, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yep. I used to repair a lot of computers and stuff, and it was a pain in the ass because say you have a key that you bought. You can put that up onto 4 machines, and once you do it on 4 machines, it's listed that it's an actual key, but you have 4 machines you use, so you have to call a number that's like overseas, and they deactivate those 4 computers, basically, and then they reissue another key.
Dude, I like the screen capture options it has now, like with the game DVRs and stuff. When you go into your settings, dude, it lets you fucking it lets you just capture video games at fucking super high quality and capture your camera, your audio, and fucking stream like fucking to Twitch and YouTube. Like I was like, what the fuck? It's fucking awesome, dude. And it's like got the whole setup for doing like a broadcasting live.
Yeah, as more and more people are doing just streams and podcasts and stuff, they're kind of making it easier so anybody can pick up the equipment and get into it, really.
Arthur is saying, Kyle, this dude you're talking to sounds like those dirtballs that say, I have a Lamborghini in my garage, but we can't go in because my mom has the key to the door. That's fucking funny, Arthur. He's just fucking with you. Don't worry, Chris. Funny, but he's not even using it now. What the fuck is that? What up, buddy? Joseline Ribo. Am I saying that right? She's saying bonjour. So obviously she is French. So maybe that's how you pronounce it. Joseline. Am I saying that right, Joseline? I don't fucking know. I'm terrible with names. Anyway, like I was saying before I saw that you were on there. What up, KF? How you doing, sweetie? Hello. This fucking fight, Chris, do you watch UFC at all?
Not really.
Oh man. See,
I mean, every once in a while I'll catch a couple fights, but I don't really watch it like all the time.
Fan of UFC. I actually got into UFC back in 1997. I used to go and rent them from a video store, not like a Blockbuster, because Blockbuster wouldn't have them. You had to go to a video store that had like a porno section. You have to go into the X-rated section, the adult section, and that's where they'd have fucking underground fights to fucking UFC, man. And I thought it was the greatest thing ever, dude. So I've been a huge fan of MMA for a long time. But this heavyweight fight, this is going to be really tricky because the challenger is fucking hungry, dude, and he wants it bad. Like just a couple of years ago, the dude was homeless, and now he's fucking getting ready to fight for the fucking UFC World Champion of heavyweight title. You know?
Yeah, your mic's doing the thing again.
Let me switch it back.
All right.
This is fucking. Hang on 1 second.
All right, how's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Any better? All right, so you just gotta switch back and forth. It's just fucking. It's YouTube itself. It's not the mics, you know. The other guest, I really was just fucking with him. He knows you're just fucking with him, Arthur.
Why do you think I didn't even make any mention of it? I'm just sitting here smoking, laughing. I'm laughing too, don't worry.
Yeah. See, he knows Arthur. Jeez. Anyway, send me a 4K webcam, though, bro, so I can come on the live shows. Fuck you, send me a 4K web camera, dude. They have a new Logitech 4K camera that just came out, dude. I think it's like $129, dude. I can't wait to get that bitch. But it's like it still won't do me any good until I have a computer that can process 4K, you know, which I do not have right now, so that kind of sucks. But let me get back to what I was saying. This fucking fight.
It's in my mom's. It's in my garage, and I'm not gonna let you see it.
Epic, dude. This fight coming up, and which is going to be fucking epic for it. I think this is probably one of the best heavyweight championship fights that I've seen in a long time. I think this is the best heavyweight champion fight since Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar. All right, I think this is going to be a fucking great epic fight. And I mean, the thing is that even though Ngannou is bigger and stronger and he hits harder, and he's fucking hungry, like he fucking wants to win it bad. He feels like this is his destiny is to become the champion. And when you work your way up from the streets to this, you fucking will do anything to win. All right. But Stipe, the thing is like this guy is so good, and he's been in the UFC for a while, and he is basically unnoticed as he worked his way up to the top, kicking everyone's fucking ass. He had one fight that he lost, but he totally came back and redeemed himself fighting Junior Dos Santos again and fucking knocking him out and laying his ass out, you know. But Stipe is so unbelievably good. Like I see him totally taking out even Cain Velasquez or any of the other fucking, top contenders like it isn't shy. He would take out Brock Lesnar like it's not a problem. I'm like, I don't think I know anyone in the UFC at fucking heavyweight who could take Stipe down. Like, I mean, he's just so fucking good. He's really crafty. He hits really good. He's got excellent timing and striking. It's like his positioning and shit is just phenomenal. And he's really good at predicting what a fighter's going to do. So he's a real good technical fighter. And I don't know how technical Ngannou is. I've only seen a couple of his fights, and he does seem more like a brawler. Like he goes out there and he likes to just bang. And the person who gets the first fucking hit on someone, when you're in a heavyweight and you hit that hard, that's all it takes is one fucking hit, And so that's all I've seen him really do. So his technical abilities, I haven't really seen anything much, but that's not to say it's not fucking phenomenal. I mean, it could be, for all I know, I just haven't seen it. But this fight is going to be a great fight. And if I was going to call it, I would have to go with Stipe. I would have to go with him. Now Ngannou was probably going to win by a brutal fucking knockout, which would really suck. But I really think technically, and Stipe, he's just so underestimated, and he's such a good heavyweight champion that I could see him actually defending his title probably maybe 5 times, dude, before he loses. I think he might even have like 2 or 3 more title defenses before he'll probably fucking lose, because he's fucking fantastic, man. Stipe definitely has a chance against Ngannou. Yeah, I think he's got more than a chance, man. Because I mean, Ngannou is good. He throws some fucking banging fucking uppercuts, but Stipe is going to have an excellent game plan going in against him, and he's really good at sticking to his game plans. And he's gonna go in there with a game plan to fucking counter his fucking uppercuts, his big fucking blows, and that's where I don't see Ngannou, really understanding it. I think he's going to underestimate that. I don't think that he's going to train for that to counter his counter. He's going to train to try. He's going to believe in himself. He's going to believe, no, I have the power to knock out any man on earth. Okay. So all I got to do is get my fist on him. So that's what they're going to train to do. And they're going to just hope that his power is enough. And they're just going to ride on top of that. And I think with Stipe's technical abilities and his ability to, you know, make an excellent game plan and stick to it and commit to the game plan and fight through it and fucking come out on top, I think that is what's going to give him a slight advantage over him, you know. But I guess we'll see, you know. Either way, man, this is going to be a fucking blockbuster fight, man. No one has defended the title more than twice. I know everyone gets their fucking well, this will be his third title defense, man. You know, so this would be fucking cool, dude. You know, if he gets this, I could see him actually going a couple more times, just because the competitors in this one are just, I just don't see anyone that can beat him right now. You know, I really do see him at the top of the fucking game. There's, you know, besides Nagano. Nagano is the one guy who could definitely beat him, you know. No, there's no fix on fuck Shauna. Come on, dude. You're way too smart to believe that, dude. They don't fix now. Not that they haven't fixed MMA fights, but they don't fix UFC fights, man. And these guys go out there and they fucking they bust each other up. They're not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a dive or anything like that. Fucking, I've never seen anyone take a dive in UFC. I've never even heard of a single complaint where they thought someone was doing that in the UFC, you know. What up, Cons? How you doing, buddy? Proof MMA hour. Fuck Joe Rogan. Ain't got shit, Kyle. New MMA analyst. Dude, yeah. I mean, Arthur, if you don't know, I am a huge UFC fan. I love MMA altogether, man. I love fighting, dude. And I actually trained in MMA. Well, it was MMA later, but before, like, I started taking jiu-jitsu back in 1997 when I saw the very first UFCs, you know. And when I started taking it, no one even fucking knew what it was. Everyone thought it was judo, you know, like fucking no one even knew what an armbar was and shit, dude. I grew up getting my ass kicked fucking forever, dude. And then all of a sudden, dude, everything fucking changed, dude. When you could fucking choke anyone out or break people's arms and the people didn't even know what you were doing, they were like, you would just fall to the ground and they're like, oh yeah, I'm on top of them, I'm going to win. And people get fucking choked out and shit. And, you know, I mean, I'll pull my sleeve out, fucking choke them like that and shit. Like fucking, you know, they had no idea what was fucking happening, you know, because it was still so new. And, you know, then afterwards I took kickboxing and some Muay Thai and then some regular boxing. And then MMA came along and you just kind of train everything then, and, you know, it's kind of fun, man. But yeah, I just, you know, I was super competitive and, you know, just athletic. I just like to fucking run around and do shit because I had so much energy to burn off, you know. I always tell you that you are a real fucking badass and you are a well-rounded brother. Yes. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You know. I have had a couple MMA fights, man, and I haven't had any professional fights, but I have had 4 amateur fights, and then I've also had a bunch of exhibition matches and shit where it would be like, you know, because I was a member to LA Boxing, even though this was in Indiana. I don't know why they call it LA Boxing. It's just one of the fucking, it's just a franchise or whatever the fuck, you know, boxing rings or whatever, and I was a member to there, and that's where I would train MMA, and we would have exhibition fights with other gyms and shit like that, you know. That's a good idea. You should do a UFC show, UFC proof. That's fucking clever, right? Oh my God, that is such a good idea, Paul. We should do that, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it. We're doing that. Yeah, I'm down. Well, at that time when I was in LA Boxing, it would have been Maryville, Indiana, which is actually where I had my first UFO encounters. What do you know? Goddamn Windows. Thanks to the and UFO proof, I have a little sanity guarding me from smashing this fucking PC. Hell yeah, buddy. Glad I could help, man. Kyle has learned a little Wang Chung Woodly Watata, just fucking with you. Yeah, I know, but I really did learn that. I never understood. I'll tell you one thing I never understood, man. Fucking Taekwondo. It looks flashy as fuck, man, but it cannot fight for shit, dude. And anytime I had a fight against someone who did Taekwondo, they always got their fucking ass kicked, dude, because they're always looking for the spinning roundhouse, which I get it. It's impressive. It's one of my favorite fucking kicks. I understand that. But it's all, it's the whole fighting style is all to look flashy. And it doesn't do you any good when someone gets a hold of your ass. Taekwondo doesn't teach you how to defend yourself when someone grabs a hold of you, And it's just like, there's a lot of things. It doesn't teach you how to fucking breathe and block body shots and shit like that. And, it looks flashy, man. But I never understood why people take Taekwondo. But I mean, I've seen some of the, I watched the matches and they're really cool when you have two people who know it, who are going at it. And I mean, that looks cool because it does look flashy. But in a fight with someone else from a different martial art background, I think Taekwondo is probably like the lowest on the list of, martial art skills, dude. I think that's probably like the least one, dude. I think any other martial art would be better than that, dude. MIT team Shauna saying the Deadwood. That's funny. You should check out epic rap battles of history. Bruce Lee versus Clint Eastwood. Too funny. Deadwood is saying simplicity is the key. Absolutely, Deadwood. See, when you try to look too fucking flashy, when you're trying to, get out there and you're wanting to fucking do cool moves, and a lot of times you gotta understand that the reason why they do moves like that and have these flashy kicks and stuff is not so much to knock out their opponent as it is to intimidate their opponent, and it keeps your opponent from wanting to come near you. And that's the whole point, I think, with Taekwondo, is if you can scare your opponent away, then you don't have to fight. And which obviously makes a lot of sense, all right? And when it comes to martial arts, that's the whole point, is to not fight, and they all have the same thing. They all have the ultimate goal of teaching you discipline and how to hold yourself back. And, so when I fight, it was for competition, just purely competition. When I started training for MMA and stuff, I was like, I avoided trying to fight people on the street and shit like that. It's the best to the best of my abilities, Like I wouldn't go and be a dick to people and just start shit, I mean, sometimes I did when I was whatever for some stupid reason. But I mean, for the most part, I was pretty fucking cool, Did you ever know drug dealer named 8-Ball and a guy, Brandon Lambert? Or these brothers, Chris and Jay, they all moved out here to Cali. Out in Indiana, that is. Remember. Not coming to the top of my head, man. But I mean, like, where at in Indiana? Cons is saying the best unarmed martial arts is wrestling, I'd say. Yeah, I think wrestling is probably I think wrestling is the best base for learning a martial art, for like defeating an opponent, whereas wrestling is good, but it's not for it's just incapacitating your opponent and holding them to the ground. And, you can get some good slams and shit like that, but that's it. It doesn't teach you how to actually win a fight with it. But it is good. Like if you are a wrestler, if you learn wrestling and then you go into MMA, that is hands down the best base you can have, for adding to your martial arts repertoire, having wrestling in your background is, I mean, it's such an advantage, and you'll see it in every fight. Every fighter who has wrestling in their background, as opposed to a fighter who doesn't have wrestling in their background, it's 9 times out of 10, you're going to see the guy with the wrestling background will win, because they train so hard and they have such excellent cardio, and they really just know how to fucking push and push and push. And that's really what it comes down to, is being able to push through your opponent, and you want to fucking break them physically and mentally, And I do not have a wrestling background. I was terrible in wrestling, But because I learned jujitsu at a young age, I always feel that that jujitsu negates wrestling. And so if you're really good at jujitsu, a wrestler, you're going to beat them every time, you know? And so I always felt like it kind of negates them. However, I don't have the cardio of a wrestler, and they have such excellent strength, and they can shoot so much faster than I can. Like, you know, like I hardly ever try to take down an opponent. I let an opponent like take me down, and then I'll fight off of my back, you know, and work positions like that, as opposed to me trying to shoot in and take them down, because I don't have that burst of speed that I feel is fast enough to, you know, use for a takedown. But the wrestlers, you know, maybe if I got to train wrestling when I was a kid, maybe it would have been different. But Shannon's saying, our philosophy, don't go looking for it, but if someone gets feisty, then send them to the ER for talking smack and to the morgue for pulling a weapon, point blank, period. That well said. They are all your age, I believe, Gary, or some city where they always get UFO activity. Oh, you know, Gary, he lives in Washington. I'm a shit, dude. Gary, Indiana, which used to be the murder capital of the world before, you know, Chicago took its title, but Chicago and Gary are right next to each other. And Gary is actually, I used to live in Gary. It's okay. I lived in Gary, but Maryville was right next to. I was on the border of Gary and Maryville. So you guys seen my house in that video of the UFO made my thoughts echo, and I'm showing you guys where I live, like on Google Maps, and that was my exact house and everything. You know, that was a fucking really nice house, and it had a whole lower basement, which is like a whole nother fucking house. So it was basically like a 3-story house, fucking huge house, and it was super fucking cheap. Because it was Gary, Elm, Gary, Indiana, dude. You could get 5-bedroom houses with 4 bathrooms, fucking 3 stories, for like $350 a month, dude. Because it was so fucked up out there. Nobody wanted to live out there, man. So you could get awesome fucking houses out there, but I mean, there's no fucking white people out there. I mean, there's barely even Mexicans out there, and you know, it's just, you know, it's was super fucking, you know, just a ton of drugs and crime and everything, and so you could really feel the racial tension there. But if you were an outcast, if you were a freak like I was, then you kind of felt normal there. You're like, oh, okay, well, these guys, they get me, you know. And then all the people there, they're like, oh, yeah, I get him. Yeah, he's fine. It's fine. You know, they kind of just get you, you know. Raina Lambert moved up to Washington. Is that the same house where you had the encounters you talked about? Yes, it is. All right, KF, have fun, sweetie. Yeah, Arthur, yeah, the small UFO. Yeah, the sphere, the black sphere. Yeah, in that video I'm showing in that, you know, in that video I made, that's where I lived in Maryville, Indiana. That house had the fucking UFO, had my crop circle, or my crop circle. I actually went and I painted that on the fucking roof, and you could see it on Google Earth, dude. It's fucking awesome. And that was a house where I had that encounter, you know. And, you know, I had a bunch of encounters over there. And, I mean, you know, fuck, man, you guys have no idea how amazing some of the things I seen out there were, you know. And, I mean, and then when it all led up to actually ended and fucking happened in Arizona, man. I mean, I had just, like, even more amazing encounters in Arizona. I thought that, I'm like, okay, I'm moving to Arizona, so I guess I'm not going to see UFOs anymore, even though like I felt like they would call to me in the middle of the night, like, or in the middle of the day, just whenever they would just call to me and like want me to go see them. And then I would go out and see them, you know, and I would go to places I've never been before. I didn't even know how the fuck to get there, but I would go there and then they would fucking appear, and it would be like the most amazing fucking crafts and shit like that. And I thought when I moved, I'm like, oh, this is going to suck, because I'm not going to see them anymore. And it really broke my heart. And then when I got out to Arizona, I fucking, as soon as I was out there, I had a sighting, and I was like, I'm like, it won't go away, you know. Like I knew that it would always be like observing me, at least until like it climaxes. Like I always thought that maybe, I I know this is going to sound crazy, but I always thought that maybe I would, like, a UFO would come and land, and then I would walk on board with them. I don't know. That's just what I hoped for. Like, I thought, yeah, dude, I'm going to fucking Pluton. You know, we're going to another planet. It's going to be fucking great. You know, I mean, obviously this never happened, but it's fucking, you know. Although there was a real climactic ending to, like, or like what I thought was like where it kind of you know, escalated to. And then even though I still have sightings, my sightings still dimmed down. Like they toned down in their and like the amount of my sightings and like the extremes of my sightings, like the extreme crafts, the extreme close-ups and shit like that. I mean, I do still get them, just they're very infrequent, comparatively speaking. I might have them like maybe 5 times a year, maybe. And back when it was first happening, I was having the most incredible sightings every week. Sometimes it would be every couple days, man. And I mean, like, it was fucking nuts, dude. It was so amazing, man. I hear there's portals in Arizona. Do you believe that, or seen them? Yeah, I believe you're talking about the vortexes in Sedona. Does that sound familiar? Is that what you're talking about? Hey Kyle, how long has it been since your last major sighting? Not that long ago. I actually had a major sighting out here, which was pretty cool. And oh yeah, and we didn't get to document it. Yeah, dude, fucking Ben and I had a fucking major sighting of some fucking badass UFOs that were right over my fucking house, dude. I mean, like, dude, it was fucking funny because, I mean, they're like bright red fucking orbs that were just like going boom, boom, and then it turned out and they fucking move, oh, do like that, you know. And we're fucking rolling up on it, and I got the phone out and I could see them in my phone. I'm like, yes, I'm fucking recording. Fucking didn't record it. Fucking thing. I never even pushed record. I was just like, I got it, looked in my camera. I was like, yeah. I never even thought, oh yeah, I hit record, you fucking asshole. And we fucking missed it. But it was fucking incredible. Thank God Ben was with me, you know. So, because, you know, afterwards we were both like, did we just fucking see that, dude? You know, he was like, oh my God, that was so fucking amazing, man. Like, you guys would have to see it, because, you know, I'm trying to answer it myself and say, I was like, is it drones? You know, could it be drones? And as we're looking at it, I'm like, one, you don't hear anything. So there's no fucking sound. And two, they're doing things that no drone could possibly do. And then three, just the situation and the way everything was, it would have been impossible. I mean, there was so much fog, you couldn't see anything, no stars, no sky. And these things were fucking down below the fucking fog and flying around in our house, and they would zoom up into the fucking fog and like disappear. And all I'm saying is if you had a drone that you were flying FPV, it wouldn't have worked for you. So you would have to be flying line of sight. You'd have to have it in view while you were flying. And if that's the case, then they couldn't have flown it because the lights like disappeared, you know. So either they turned off or they just went into the fog or the cloud bank and just fucking totally disappeared. And I'm like, so they would have lost their line of sight if it was a drone, and you couldn't fly FPV because you would have seen nothing but a fucking gray cloud, you know? So it's like, no way would you have been able to bring your drone. I would have never flown my drone in that, because and then turned off the lights, because you wouldn't have been able to bring it back to you. You know, even if you're flying FPV, even with the camera on, you know, it's like that wouldn't work. If you were looking straight up at it, it wouldn't work because it would disappear into the fog. So, and it was just doing things that were just so unearthly. I mean, these were straight up fucking UFOs that Ben and I saw just a couple weeks ago. So you should check out that video if you guys haven't seen it, man, of us describing what happened. You know, it was pretty cool. Arthur saying, yep, Sedona vortex trippy. Yes, it was. Yeah, I have never been to Sedona, but I have heard great things about there. But I can tell you this, there is some shit going down in Arizona, and you guys have no fucking idea, dude. Arthur, all of 2017 was a full year of sights for me, guys. And would have to say 5 different kinds and had to be over 13 sightings. Oh, that's pretty fucking cool, dude. I have yet to have one this year. Yeah, I don't know if this was already this year or not. I think it was actually, it would have been last year. But I haven't had a sighting this year yet either, I believe. Because the skies are just crap. But I think it's actually going to start clearing up now, by the way. Hey, Chris, are you on here still?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you do me a favor? Can you host for a second and just kind of blab your mouth for a minute while I go get my other headphones?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go for it.
Alrighty, I had a question for you guys. What do you think about this right here? This is the one of the megaliths that were in Sedona that we were speaking of. You see the T state that was cut out? What do y'all think the similarities of these actual standing T pillars in Göbekli Tepe? Do you think there's any kind of connection between the two? Let's see, let me get chat popped up over here. Could y'all see that? Could y'all see the pictures actually? All right, there we go. Get the chat popped out over. But yeah, I had noticed that because I was looking through some of the images when you had mentioned the portal and came across this one, and I just figured that was eerily similar, the shapes of those cutouts and what significance they played in the whole. These are just some of the pillars that have been unearthed in Turkey at Göbekli Tepe. I'm pretty sure you probably know about that, but if not, I think in 2008, a farmer had stumbled across a rock sticking out of one of his hills that were in his land, and he
it was actually 1994.
1994?
Yeah,
There's
a lot longer than that. Yeah.
Alrighty, but anyways, that's just the T pillars that they've uncovered so far, and there's tons and tons and tons of other pillars that still haven't been unearthed. But I just saw the similarities in between that and the megalith in Arizona, and I just wanted to you guys feedback on it.
What were you discussing?
Well, can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Let me get your screen up here. Yes, there we go. Go ahead.
Like they were mentioning the different things in Arizona, and this is one of the big megaliths, and the cutout that's in
Peru.
That megalith right now. No, actually, that's in the Peruvian Stargate, I guess.
Yeah, I know it's in Peru.
Yeah, you got this. But anyways, I was wondering if anybody what they thought about the similarity in the stone T pillars and the actual part that's been cut out of that megalith.
Mm-hmm. You know, did you see the video I did on Turkey on ancient Turkey? Like Turkey is the #1 ancient alien site. Did you see that video? It's like 45 minutes long. It's like a little documentary.
I have not. I'll have to check that one out because Turkey is one of the sites that I'm really interested in because there's lots of different things you can go check out in Google Earth. There's tons of different stuff you can check out just in Turkey.
You know, like for me, like making a fucking video, you know, my videos can be anywhere from like 6-8 minutes to all the way up to like 20 minutes, you know, but when it came to motherfucking Turkey, that is a fucking 45-minute video, dude. It's like a little documentary.
There's so much stuff going on in that place, and I guarantee you that
so cool.
The archaeological discoveries in the next 20 years in that area are going to make some significant changes into our textbooks.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Chris, but my belief is that Turkey is the cradle of civilization, and that's not
how I see it, basically.
Not Sumeria, not Mesopotamia, you know, but Turkey.
Yeah, they went to
that
Mesopotamia.
Is where our first civilization comes from. And I think it's ridiculous that they think that, oh, Mesopotamia, you know, Iraq or whatever, had the first civilization because they had a little tiny fucking town. You should see the first town in Sumer and shit, all right? It's like literally like the size of a football field, all right? It is fucking dinky. And they're like, yeah, this is a fucking, they're like, this is the first civilization and shit. And then you look at Göbekli Tepe, you see all the pillars that were uncovered there.
Hey, your mic just started doing the thing again.
It's it was, oh, let me get that up there. That was it.
Sorry for interrupting. I just thought you.
Keep my mic going. Which one was it on? Let's go back to
Left camera. How's that?
There you go.
That,
You're good.
all right, good. So if you look at those pictures of Göbekli Tepe, all those pillars that you see sticking out or whatever, that's only 5% of Göbekli Tepe. The entire mountain is made up of these rings of giant megalithic stones, but they've only excavated 5% of it. But using ground penetrating radar, they can see there are tons of them everywhere. All right. So this was a major construction. This construction took place 7,000 years before the first civilization existed in ancient Sumeria. So, and you know, they date it at 13,000 years ago, which is 7,000 years before ancient Sumeria even fucking existed. And yet these guys, they don't call them the first civilization, you know? And I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous. If you can build megalithic structures like that, you have to have a couple things, okay? You have to have fucking a big enough society. You have to have agriculture. You have to have farming, because you can't have hunter-gatherers do this, because they need to go and hunt and gather food. That's what their whole life consists of. So you have to have, you know, they already have to have domesticated animals. They have to have domesticated plants. They have to have farming and understand agriculture. You know, they have to have community and shit like that. They have to have at least some way, some form of a writing or a way to pass information through time. And that's all writing is a way to pass information through time. You know, when you write something down, it lasts for this long throughout time, you know, however long that piece of material you write it on lasts, you know. And that's the whole thing, you know, is that's what writing is. They must have had a way to pass information through time to each other, to be able to explain to one another, hey, this is what we need you guys to do. We need these guys to do this. We need these guys to do this, blah, blah, blah. So we can accomplish this whole thing together. You'd have to have project managers. And, you know, I mean, there's so much shit. You have to think of the logistics of everything. You know, it's not just, can you get a couple dudes to raise up a megalithic stone like that? Yes, you can. But when you look at the whole picture, when you look at the actual physical logistics of accomplishing something like this, it's going to take a lot more than what a hunter-gatherer family group is capable of, you know? So it makes sense to me that, you know, then not only that, there's just so much other evidence to suggest that Turkey is the world's first civilization and not Iraq. And for anyone who questions this and doesn't believe me, go watch my video, Turkey, the #1 ancient alien site. And I guarantee you it will fucking change your whole outlook on this fucking question we have on where was the first civilization, you know?
Joe Rogan had a podcast recently where he had a guest that was talking about stoned ape theory and Göbekli Tepe, where they were actually going there, and there were these, not a population center because they were basically hunter-gatherers, but they would go on these retreats, and the men would go out and they would partake in eating mushrooms and alcoholic beverages that induced hallucinations back then, because they were using way different stuff to create the alcohol, and actually would make you hallucinate. It was strong enough, but their imagination was kind of sparked into doing these spiritual things, and that's how religion and stuff started, them gathering together and having these big get-togethers with the men and tripping balls, basically.
Oh, I believe it. You know, I could definitely, I mean, you gotta think that you know, mushrooms, and I'm talking psilocybin in particular, causes neurogenesis, and it will create new.
Oh yeah, that's what it was doing. It was the neuron, the pathways that the electronic signal was passing. It's getting shorter pathways.
Absolutely, and that's what happened when you take psilocybin. It creates new neural pathways and makes new connections, and so it actually it in a sense, it makes you smarter, or it gives you the capability of becoming smarter, because now you have new connections, new pathways are created. Now you have to obviously fill those pathways with information and shit like that for you to actually be smarter, but it does create them. And so in essence, it could make you fucking smarter, or at least, you know, have a better understanding of the nature of reality around you, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Arthur is saying, Chris, what kind of mic or set are you using? You sound great. What kind of are you using, Mike? Or Chris?
It's just the Blue Snowball, but I have a digital
Blue
mixing software where I'm changing stuff around to make it sound better.
How are you doing that through Google Hangouts?
It just does it through an actual, like, it makes a virtual recording device, and my audio basically routes through that, and then I set my recording device in Google Hangouts as the device that it made.
Oh, okay, I see. So yeah, like that's you can go and change your can go and change the features like on your camera, and then just go and set it up. Like
yeah, and it's totally free software too, so I can send it to you. Yeah, it makes the world of a difference.
Yeah, no, and it's like I said, it's YouTube that fucks with the microphone. It's not our microphones. Like before, my other microphone was in fact a Snowball, which I still have, which I'm actually giving to Steven. But the Blue Yeti is way better. And the headphones I have are way better, and the camera I have is fucking fantastic. But it doesn't matter. You can have the best shit in the world. It's just the program of going through Hangouts and going through YouTube. It just does something to it where it just fucking the bandwidth or whatever comes, and it doesn't have enough processing power, and it just makes it sound fucked up, you know. But it has nothing to do with the physical mics, you know. That's why I can switch back and forth, and they sound like one starts fucking up and you switch to the other one and it sounds good. Well, it's like, well, how come when I switch back, why does it sound good? And shouldn't it still sound fucked up? If it was the mic, yeah, but it's not the mic. It's the fucking program. It's the software we're using, you know, on YouTube. It's fucking stupid.
And my background is I used to do a lot of competitive gaming, and before the YouTube scene got really, really big, I had a small YouTube account, but I haven't really done anything since about 2008.
Oh, really?
It's been a while.
Oh, that's fucking, I mean, I didn't even know they were into gaming in 2008 on like fucking, you know, YouTube or anything, you know. I didn't even think they had Twitch.
Most of YouTube before it even got big was just nerds posting stupid videos about games. Like, because that was the people that were majority online doing things other than MySpace at the time.
Well, see, like when I saw YouTube, you know, I didn't join YouTube and like become like a member of YouTube or fucking a content creator until like 2015. However, you know, I had been watching YouTube for years, but I don't remember games ever being on fucking YouTube. You know, like, I mean, PewDiePie didn't even start till 2010, you know, and like I definitely don't remember any fucking gamers up until I think I started learning about gamers in like 2015 is when I heard about fucking people playing games on fucking YouTube. So maybe you just had to be, I was never a gamer, so I guess I was never going and searching up games. So why would it even come into my feed? So I guess it could have absolutely been on there, but there's always been a ton of shit on YouTube that's had nothing to do with games. Because that's what I used to watch. You remember some of the stupid shit that they fucking had on YouTube? Like the Smosh Brothers and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I hated them.
Dude, those dudes got fucking super famous.
Still fucking around. It's annoying.
They're still around, dude. And it's like, dude, I don't understand how anyone I don't understand how anyone likes PewDiePie. I don't understand how anyone. I'm sorry, no offense for you or you know any gamer or anything.
He's not a fucking gamer. He's basically. He's not really a gamer. Like, he's just an entertainer.
He ain't entertaining though.
I know, but he's fitting that crowd of people who justify people like Justin Bieber and shit.
Oh, fucking yeah, 13-year-old girls, dude.
Shit, it's not even that. There's even the fucking little males nowadays are just so fucking weird. Like, some of the shit that I see it and I'm like, I want to throw this computer out the fucking window.
It's like the whole generation below us has turned into metrosexuals, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking I don't understand the whole fucking gaming scene at all, you know? Because you know what the thing is I was never a gamer. It's like, you know, the sad thing is, and people don't realize this, is while you guys were home playing your video games, I was fucking your girlfriend, you know? This is the problem. Guys who played video games didn't even have girlfriends. You get what I'm saying? Not that like your girls were cheating on you. It's that you didn't have them because they were out with me having a good time. You know? I was like, I never understood this guy. Like, how could they waste their whole youth playing a fucking video game? Now, as I got older, you know, I could see how an older guy might want to sit around and fucking relax, play a fucking video game. He's married or whatever, and you know, shit like that. But as a teenager, I do not understand it. Yeah, games are fun for a couple minutes, like when you're like fucking, you know, when you're an adolescent. But when you become a teenager and the fucking years start, what the fuck? I don't get it. Like, what happened to the fucking years? People, these were the years that you were meant to go and fuck everything that moved, you know? Go and date every girl that you could. Go and do every fucking drug that you could get a hold of, you know? Go to every party. Get in trouble, beat someone up, get your ass kicked. But no, they're fucking playing World of
I just did
Warcraft.
I just did everything.
You know, I just never understood the gamers. You know, I'm like, get the fuck off the computer and go in the sun. Or go in the moonlight, whatever, dude. Get the fuck out.
You needed to start multitasking, Kyle.
Right? Fuck me, man. I watched PewDiePie or whatever for like 10 seconds, then fucked it off. Right, dude? I tried watching him just to see what he was all about. And I'm like, I didn't understand. I was like, is this a joke? I'm like, this can't be PewDiePie. I thought I was literally like on the wrong channel, and I thought it was someone making fun of him or something. I didn't even know what the fucking guy looked like. And then I realized that this is really him, you know. I'm like, this is what he does. So I started flipping through his videos, and I was like, these are the most whack, boring fucking. And I'm like, and I'm sorry, dude, but you know, okay, I at least attempt to hide the fact when I'm fucking really fucked up high on some kind of weird drug. I at least try to like cover that up, you know. He don't even try, dude. This dude gets messed out of his mind. He's like, I was like, dude, calm the fuck down. What are you, booty bumping this shit? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, like, he's so fucking messed out of his fucking gourd. He don't even know what day it is, dude. I don't understand it at all. And it doesn't entertain me at all. Like, I tried watching, I was like, he's not funny. Like, he likes to think that he's funny, or you know, he might have done something that was funny at one time, but he's been playing the same joke for how many years that he doesn't have the same kind of that it maybe once had, because it is just not funny, dude. Like, there's not a single thing that he says that makes me laugh. His fucking videos, the way they're produced, are fucking, for a guy who has 50 million subscribers, are fucking crap. You know, for a guy who gets fucking 2 million views per video on every video he puts out, you think you could spend a little more time on video production and quality and creative content, but no. You know, I've seen him at least try to do some skits and shit, so I give him credit for that, but he can't act. He's a terrible fucking actor. He's not funny. He can't fucking perform well. He doesn't write well. His ad-libbing is god awful. Just everything about him fucking sucks, man. I just don't know what it is, but
Hey, your mic.
Cuban, what about you?
Well, I've seen PewDiePie. Me lads used to watch him when they were like fucking 8, and then they actually got opinions and grew up and moved away from PewDiePie. You know, you can't take away from him. He's an amazing businessman, if you like. He got lucky. He got into it when it was all fresh, and
right.
you know, he's gotten to the point now where he's that big. I should say, any video, any video he puts out, you know, he's going to get millions of views, and he's going to get more subscribers, even with some of the shit that's gone gone on recently with him, because he's
Yeah.
ran into a couple of problems with saying certain words and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, which is I think is fucking ridiculous. Dude, it's like, dude, so fucking Jesus Christ, dude. He's not out there coming, you know, he's not out there being like, you know, burn Jews in a furnace, y'all fucking niggers. It's like he's not being fucking like overt. Like they're like, dude, the stuff that he's doing might seem slightly prejudiced, but by no means is he being outright straight up fucking, you know, Nazi hating fucking, you know, racist. You know, it's like I think that's ridiculous. Leave the fucking guy alone. He's not funny anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, yo, Kyle, your mic.
I'll switch it back. How's that better?
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
just the fucking software. Yeah, I just don't understand that guy, man, or any of that. How any of that. The thing I said, and just you made an excellent point. All right, how you said your lads, your sons used to watch them, but then they grew up and they got opinions and they fucking moved on. All right, these guys, their demographics, their viewer demographics are 13 through 17. That's their biggest demographic. Are kids. Kids move on. You know, they grow up and they fucking change and they get hair in funny places and their voices change and, you know, and they fucking, all of a sudden they start liking girls and shit and, you know, they fucking move on. And that's why I think UFO Proof is different. And, you know, and I'm glad that like we set ourselves apart like that we are a fucking adult themed channel. This channel is 100% for adults. It's not for kids. Kids make it on here, and I don't want to shut them away. But like, I'll let them come on for a little bit, but then I do my best to keep them off. You know, like, but I'll let them come on and say hi and shit like that. You know, because I don't want to shun anyone away. But they are not the demographic that I want watching my channel, and I make that known. You know, and I think the fact that we have people our age, old fucks like us, you know, getting a channel that they can, you know, follow and be a part of and shit like that. Like, you guys, we're not going to grow out of it. We're not going to grow up and be like, oh yeah, you know, fucking, you know, like we're not going to go through puberty. You know, we've already done that shit, you know. I mean, we might go through a kidney stone together, all right? But we're not going through our first date together. You got it? You know, we're all old as fuck and shit. So it fucking works out. It's like we already know what we like and what we don't like. And so that's why I think, you know, it might take longer to get that as many subscribers, because, you know, our subscribers are like, they're just real, you know, they're real. They're not just like teeny bopper subscribers who are like, oh, I'll subscribe to every fucking channel I can. And, you know, oh yeah, this guy's cool. He's got cool hair, man. I'm going to fucking watch him. You're like, yeah, no, it's people our age. Like, oh, well, this guy's cool. I like they're having their hangouts. They're talking about this stuff. That's funny. He's debunking this. He's making jokes about it. And, you know, he's cussing and he's getting fucking stoned. And this is a cool show, you know? So I think that's what sets us apart, man, from guys like that. However, man, I wouldn't mind having 50 million subscribers. I mean, I heard that he gets paid just from YouTube $10 million a year, dude, you know, just from YouTube. And I'm like, and that's not including his outside advertising, you know, for his own like contracts with other advertisers on the outside of YouTube, you know, that's fucking amazing, dude.
Plus, he has his own software company and develops apps and stuff that have in-app purchases that range in the millions and shit.
Oh my god, dude! You know,
yeah. He just made some shitty little apps that you don't even really do anything. It's basically,
it's just a fucking.
It's a little 6x6 room, and you buy stupid add-ons to decorate your YouTuber like setup.
Oh my god! And like people are just like, it's PewDiePie, it's PewDiePie. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
See,
and he's done that like 3 times now. He actually has a game that's on there's a platform called Steam where most PC gamers get their games, and he's got some shitty game that he just put out on there. It's like $5 for like some crappy little, he threw it together in a few days game, and he's selling quite a bit of them.
Jesus Christ, man. I'll tell you what though, the thing is like, you got to stay relevant with the youth. So you have to become like a Disney style channel where your whole fucking thing is focused on children and shit like that. Because if you try to make it adult stuff when your whole demographics are 13 through 17, not only is it going to be a fucking, you're going to have public relations issues. You're going to have issues with YouTube and its fucking terms of service and shit like that. They're going to be like, oh, well, when your audience is this big as of a demographic of 13 through 17, and you're on there fucking showing titties and cussing up a storm or doing anything like that, they're going to like, we can't have that, you know, and they would shut them down, you know, they fucking, you know, it would look bad on YouTube, and YouTube's not going to fucking get, you know, tarnish their image for one YouTuber, no matter how big he is. So that's stuff that he has to, you know, you have to consider. Anybody does when you're, you know, pandering to fucking kids. You're going to eventually have to change your whole platform to where you're just servicing children, and just every show that you make is just about children. You can't have any adult themes when your audience is that big, full of nothing but little kids, man. You know, it's just, they're not going to do it, man.
Yeah, PewDiePie even censors his cursing now in his videos, like actively censors himself. Like it's like a dolphin fucking noise whenever he curses.
Oh, see that? See, I was fucking right, man. Arthur says, ask Kyle, see what he thinks. Ask Kyle what?
He's talking about saying, what are your opinions on Majestic 12?
Oh, Majestic 12. Okay, so and no, Paul, fucking Kyle will never sell out, baby. Well, I mean, if they offer me enough, I will. Why? Who's got some money to offer me? I'm just saying. Fuck that shit, dude. You know, there's the thing. That's the thing. You know, yeah. If we were going to sell out, we would have already done it by making hoax videos. We already know what the keys are for getting subscribers and getting views and shit like that. All of us already know this. We've discussed it a million times. At any time we wanted to, we could do that, you know, but we have to stand for something better. And don't get me wrong, and don't think for a second that I don't want that fucking money. Okay. I want the fucking money, but we have got to stand for something better. And if we don't, then, you know, the whole, I would just lose faith in everything. And my experience, what happened to me is priceless. All right. My encounters, there is no amount of money in the world that could ever make me lie about what happened to me, you know, and what I've seen. There's not enough money on fucking earth. There's not enough money in the entire universe to ever make me deny or go against or somehow, you know, contort, you know, my experiences and what I saw, you know.
Then once credibility is out the window, what do you really have?
What's up?
I said, yeah, because once credibility is out the window, what do you really have?
Nothing. Exactly. It's like if you go and you start making up bullshit to try to make money, then it diminishes the credibility of your encounters. And because, you know, my encounters actually happened to me. It really happened to me, guys. I really saw these things. And it's so important to me that there's not a fucking bar of gold on earth big enough, you know. There's not a fucking diamond shiny enough. I mean, there's no amount of drugs or money or pussy or anything in the world that could ever get me to lie or contort or exaggerate what happened to me, you know. And so that's the difference. I would sell out if it didn't mean going against what actually happened to me. That's what prevents it. Because don't think for a second that I don't want the fucking money. All right, I'm not going to play stupid. Let's fucking think about this in reality. As adults, we all want to make money. Let's fucking make money. Yes, I do. But we got to stand for something better. You know, there's got to be some people, and it doesn't have to be. There's things in life that mean more than money. You know. That, you know, my fiance means more than money, you know, and my family, you know, means more than money, and in my experiences mean more than money. And so that's not something I could ever, I just couldn't do it. It wouldn't work like that. But I will do anything else to get money. So fucking, you know, like I said, man, I'll be a spokesman for fucking Trojan condoms, dude. Straight the fuck up, man. Put me on that bitch, dude. If you don't use these bitches, your dick will straight up fall off every day, dude. I would gladly do it. I would sell out all the time. I'd be in any commercial. I'll sell you fucking anything, dude. I would be a pitch man. I would be the next ShamWow guy. Right? Pick up your box of pullouts today. Warren Osmond is saying, thing is, unless you're a cheese puff or asshole, you never have nothing. If you're straight up guy, you never get anywhere. Unfortunately, you have to be wronging to get on in life these days. Well, you know, in a sense, that makes sense, all right? Because obviously, we could have a lot more subscribers. We don't. It is taking us fucking time to get up there. But, you know, we're slowly and steady working our way up there, and we will get there, and it'll pick up faster and faster the more we get exposure. And plus, I have ideas for getting us exposure that I think is going to make a big fucking difference, because that's all it is. The more people see our channel, the more people subscribe to it. You know, it's not just a channel that people will fucking pass by. If they're dudes like us, they see it, they subscribe to it. And they just, the problem is that YouTube doesn't want to promote UFO channels or conspiracy channels and shit like that. And because I debunk UFO videos, because I debunk conspiracies, they still, the algorithm still ties me in with it. You know, even though I'm wholeheartedly against all that bullshit, you know, I only put real videos and shit like that, but it still ties me all in with that. And so it prevents my channel from being fucking, you know, put out and exposed and shit. And so, you know, it's like I just have to catch lucky breaks with stuff. But I catch those lucky breaks, you know. And I got some tricks up my sleeve that I think are going to work. I'm going to take out some ads on YouTube, and I'm going to take out some ads on Facebook. Now, normally you would take out ads to sell a product, but I'm going to take out ads and make a commercial just to place on people's channels, just to place on fucking groups on Facebook and stuff. And so it will just kind of draw people to my channel, not selling anything. So basically, it'll be a complete waste of money because you're not getting people to buy your product. So you won't be getting the money back from what you're putting in, but you will get exposure and it will bring people to the channel. And I think if we get the people to hear our fucking message and to see our channel, that they will like it and they will join in. The problem is just getting our shit out there and getting exposed, you know? At least you're real, Kyle. That's fucking right, man. You know, Kyle, the way we are going is this great. It's about the long haul, quality in a marathon, call it a marathon, brother. And not to mention a tight community. Exactly, man. I don't think there's another community on YouTube like us, man. You know, I don't even think there's one like real community on YouTube. You know, you got other channels that claim to be a community because they got people who always comment. And it's like, that's it. Like, you know, like that fucking, that channel that actually put me in their video, top 15. All right. I was looking through the comments and I seen all these people say Insta Squad. They kept saying that. Like, that's their little thing. They say, hey, Insta Squad, whenever his videos come on, they say, yeah, and they go and they do this or whatever. So they think that doesn't make you a community.
None of them even know each other. They just, it's like contest to say something first. They're retarded.
Exactly. You know, all the people do. They come onto the channels, they all comment, and they're saying it to the person in the video, you know, to the YouTuber. Whereas the people on our channel, they know each other. They all comment to each other. Half the times they're not even talking to me. You know, people, they're like, you have no idea how many videos I put out where not a single person is talking to me, but they'll be talking to everyone else in the comment section. I might get one person to say, hey, what's up, Kyle? You know, like fucking, I'm just saying, like, you know, it is a real community here. You know, everyone knows each other and talks to each other. We all talk to each other offline. We have these big group forums and shit like that. And we even meet up and everything. So, I mean, it's totally different than what anybody else has. And I think that's what really, really sets us apart. And I think that's what's going to make the difference in the future, that what we're doing, this style is going to be imitated and, you know, by a bunch of other people. And that's going to put us up to the fucking top, you know, and it's going to make us fucking #1 one day, maybe in the, you know, fucking 5 years from now. But, you know, we'll get there, dude. We just got to fucking keep at it, man. Hey, what up, Tyler? Aljo Coast, how you doing, buddy? Tyler saying, hey Kyle, some of Secure Team's videos have gotten better. He works some. I can see a bit of change in the right direction. I don't follow Secure Team 10, but I do check his videos here and there. Oh yeah, me too, man. I actually just saw a video the other day of his, UFO Proof, put a comment on the video, and I said, nice work. It was a good job. I said, good job, you know, because, you know, and I think that helps encourage him to do good, you know, is if a channel like ours that, you know, fucking will call him out and don't give a fuck about it. And that if we come and when he does a good job, you know, to show him some respect and say, hey, you know, you're doing a good job, you know. It's like, I don't want to go over there and kiss his ass because, you know, so far he always seems to go back to doing some stupid shit. But, you know, for the most part, you know, if he does like if you put out a video where the whole video I think is pretty good, you know, I try to like, you know, give it like a thumbs up or, you know, say what's up or whatever. But it's the last time I actually commented on it or said anything on the videos was like fucking 6 months ago or something. So it's very far and few in between that I actually do that. But yeah, you know, I've done that before. I just did it a couple of days ago. It was actually a really good video. He had a couple of different videos on there where he was actually questioning what he saw, and he's like, you know, he's like, everyone's saying it's this. He's like, you know, I gotta be honest with you guys. I think it's a Mylar balloon. You know, like he was like, so it's like he was being pretty legit, and so I gave him props for that, man. That's funny that you mentioned that, Tyler. Kyle, is this the Justin Bieber of the UFO community with Bleebers, just called UFO Bleebers? Absolutely, Arthur. No. This is the ICP of the UFO community, and you guys are proofers instead of juggalos. That's how I see it, because we're all such outcasts. We're not teeny boppers, dude. We're fucking badasses who fuck fat chicks. I guess. To broadcast the show and do guest interviews live and save recordings and post. What are you talking about?
He's asked. He wants to know how to do a broadcast. What would be the best programs, so that he could do an interview. So he could do the interview live, save it in recordings. You can do all that with Twitch and the likes of OBS. It can be a little bit fiddly when you first get OBS setting it up with Twitch, but once you get it set up, you know, it can work well.
But the best way to do an interview is through Google Hangouts, dude. Like this, like we're doing right here. It's the easiest way to do it. Trying to set up a fucking a session using, you know, XSplits or OBS is not only a fucking pain in the ass, but it all around sucks, because it's trying to set up the encoder and everything through YouTube or through Twitch. It's a pain in the ass, and there's a bunch of shit on there that you don't fucking need, that you see and you're like, what the fuck is the point of this? What, I don't need to switch scenes and shit like that. Like, you're like, what the fuck does this mean? It's like, there's a bunch of stupid shit on there that's really fucking useless. Whereas if you do it on Google Hangouts, particularly just like we do it through YouTube, you can do an interview just like this. You find one other person and have them come on, interview them. If you don't click on a person or your picture, the picture will switch automatically for every person who's talking. So when I'm talking, my picture will be on screen. And when I shut up and Qvid starts talking, his picture will be on screen. It's the simplest way to do an interview. And it is the easiest way to do it is on, you know, going through YouTube. It's much easier than setting up an encoder through YouTube. And Arthur, if you hit me up on Hangouts, on our private Hangouts, I will screen share it and I will go through it with you and show you how to do it. And I'll show you how easy it is. And you'll be like, oh, fuck, this is super easy, dude.
But the people mentioning Skype, don't use Skype unless you're just like ringing somebody, one of your friends on the other side of the world, because what Skype does is it tries to use all your broadband. So if you're gaming, you find your game will run like shite. It just tries to use all of the broadband. It tries to eat everything up, and it's an absolute killer. Plus, I know they're supposed to have gotten over the whole insecurity with Skype, because you used to be able to get IPs, the person's real IP, if they were Skyping. But I just wouldn't use Skype unless you're doing it to talk to family across the world or something like that.
When you use Skype on XSplits, like that's the only way you can have someone come on, you know, the encoder is by using Skype, you know, and even that, I still haven't figured out how to do it. It's so fucking weird, man. I can't get someone on there using Skype for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it don't fucking work. But that's the only thing you can do. And I'm like, man, that sucks. You can't even use Google Hangouts. and YouTube owns Google Hangouts, and that's what it uses for its live broadcasting. So they incorporate it all into it. It's super fucking easy, you know. I got a Discord account, and dude, I never fucking use it. I think it's whack as fuck. It's all just a bunch of kid gamers and shit like that. I'm like, this is fucking stupid, dude. Like, I made an account, and I was like, this is for fucking kids. Someone was asking me, they're like, oh yeah, dude, you should make a Discord. You should make a Discord. And I'd heard that so many times. I'm like, well, I guess I better go make a Discord and see what it's all about. And I go and I make it, and I look around, I'm like, this is for fucking kids, dude. God damn it.
There's too much.
There's
too much clicking with Discord, because you have too many windows open, and you've got to click from one to the other, and all of that shit. And when the audio, although it's not actually happened to me personally, but a lot of my friends, they've had issues with it. When your audio goes on Discord, the only thing you can do is basically restart it, because when the audio cocks up on Discord, it cocks up big time.
Oh, really? Oh, fuck, that sucks.
But it doesn't do it that often. I say it's never actually happened to me, but it's happened to so many of my gaming friends.
Agile Coast, Tyler is saying, I remember when you have shout outs at every 100 subs. Yeah, you remember that shit, dude? Now I got dancing girls at every 1,000 subs, you know?
Arthur, you would be able to set up something like that on Twitch. I'm not quite sure how to do it myself, but I've seen other people do it. But I'm not sure what programs they're actually using. And TeamSpeak is really good, but you're not seeing the people on screen. That TeamSpeak is purely for talking to people and,
just pure audio.
But TeamSpeak is very, very good when it comes to the audio side of it. But that's more a gaming thing, I use TeamSpeak all the time when I'm gaming.
Arthur is saying, you know how real and cool we are of a community. We say shit in the comments to each other, like I did earlier to Chris, without knowing who we are, and we move on and keep shit cool, UFO proof. That's fucking right, man. Exactly. And then that's the thing. And also, like we're doing right now, how QVid is giving advice on what he knows about using TeamSpeak or using Twitch or whatever and shit like that. How like we constantly go out of our way to help each other out and do shit for each other, and whether it's teaching somebody this or showing someone how to do something. Like, dude, I fucking teach so many people how to do things on here. It's fucking nuts, dude. Like at least once a day I'm showing somebody how to do something. And Chris Murphy is saying, fuck you at Arthur. He's like, that's for earlier, bitch. Yeah, and like that's the thing. I see all these other channels with all these people who claim that they have communities because they do what we do, like where they have their audience and they'll call their audience like a certain name, like we all call each other proofers. That's because someone was saying that like, oh, we're truthers, and I was like, no, we are not truthers. I want to get that cleared out, that everyone knows that this is not a truther channel. Fuck that truther bullshit, because the truthers are fucking liars. All right, that's what it is. They call themselves a truther, so they to hide the fact that they are tremendous liars, dude. So I was like, we're not truthers. We're proofers, I was like, that sounded better,
To be a truther means that you're pushing a narrative. To be a proofer means you're observing the fucking evidence for what it is.
Fucking right, damn right, dude. Well said, Chris. Absolutely, man. That's there's a tremendous fucking difference there, And I see these channels that have fucking like names for each other. Like I was doing, I was taking the YouTube Academy, their school or whatever, and there's this one girl on there. I've never seen her before. I don't know anything about her channel. She's some fat chick, and she has like a so-called community of people, fans. She's got like 300,000 subscribers, and she calls them BBs. All right, that's what her name for her fans are. She calls them BBs for whatever fucking reason. And I'm like, I went and I actually checked out her channel, and I saw her video on how she fucking communicates with them. And they all make comments to her, all right? Nobody comments to each other. No one even knows who each other is. They don't fucking talk to each other. It's all about her. And I noticed that with every single fucking community, that it's always everyone in the comment section is making a comment directed to the person who runs the YouTube channel, It's not, I'm like, that's not a fucking community. That's a celebrity, you know? That's celebrity status. That's just, it's all, they're all, that's all about that one person, you know? And I'm like, that's the fucking, that's just not what we are, man. And don't get me wrong, you know, I was a professional comedian, I'm a musician. I love celebrity status, you know? I like being in the limelight. I like being a fucking showman. I like entertaining. That's what I've done for fucking years now. It's just something I really enjoy. But you know, UFO Proof is different. We have a real community here. And that's why I make it a point to not constantly try to sit in the fucking spotlight and actually to share it with everybody, you know? Because it is a real community and it's not just about me. And it's like, I won't do things on the channel if like you guys wouldn't agree with it. If you guys thought it was a bad idea, I fucking wouldn't go and do it, you know? But these other channels, they don't give a fuck what they're fucking, what the people say. They'll go and fucking do it. And they're like, well, what? Fuck off, dude. This is going to get me a ton of views, you know? Or whatever the fuck, man. Or if I get suggestions by everyone's, even for videos that I don't want to do, people will constantly say it. They're like, oh, you should do this. And I'll keep getting asked to do something. Even if I don't want to do it, I'll do it because fucking everyone's asking for it. I'm like, oh, all right. You know, there's been quite a few videos. I'm like, oh, this is stupid. I don't want to fucking do this. But I got, you know, asked so many times by so many different people. And I'm like, well, I guess I fucking kind of have to now. Tyler saying, I've seen people use TeamSpeak to conduct radio interviews. So is that what you're trying to do? Arthur, do a radio interview, or are you trying to do an on-camera interview?
He's trying to do on-camera video, a side-by-side, like him and then the guest on the right side where they're both visible at the same time.
Oh, dude, yeah. So you would have to use a fucking encoder if you wanted to both be on at the same time, unless you wanted to if you wanted to pre-record it. If you didn't want to do it live, you know, you could do that by doing Google Hangouts and then you know, clicking on the person with the mouse each time and then editing the video, you know, cutting out each person and just using it in your editor and setting it up like that. Or you could use like OBS and figure out how to do that, which would probably be a pain in the butt. Oh yeah, I was supposed to answer a question about MJ12. I forgot. My opinion on MJ12 is honestly, I have not seen any evidence to suggest that it's real. Those documents, they actually, and it's funny. Okay, so the way that these documents were acquired and brought out to the public. Now you guys got to think about this. This is the truth. All right. The way that it was required and brought out to the public, when you look into the background of these guys and everything that happened, there is some shady shit going on here. And there's something to me doesn't sit right. And that is the fact that the guy who put these documents out there, someone dropped off a fucking roll of film in his mailbox. Some mysterious guy. All right. And he goes and develops it. And it's the MJ12 documents. Amazing. They just happened to pick this asshole. All right. However, just a few months beforehand, he was working on a movie about these men in black and these fucking secret government documents and UFOs and aliens and shit. And the movie got shut down and fucking funding got pulled for whatever reason. And so they couldn't do it. And then just a couple months later, all of a sudden this happens to him. And he has these photographs of these documents, and they were given to him with no verifiable proof. You don't know where it came from. And I mean, you have no way. The thing is that just the way it's even written out doesn't seem correct, because when you look at other documents of around that time, these guys were real anal about in briefings about putting out facts and stuff that they know. And these documents, there was so much pure stuff that, and by no means could they have possibly known for it to be fact unless they had more information that they are not discussing in these documents that allowed them to understand the physiology or what the planets where these things come from. I mean, like stuff like that, it just doesn't make sense that they would even know anything like that. And so it really sounds like a writer wrote the MJ-12 documents. Not that these were real fucking generals and shit like that putting this together, but a writer, a person who, I'm a writer and I write skits and shit like that. I write music, so I'm a writer, and it really sounds like
the way I see it, it sounds like the dude's trying to make back some money by selling props from his movie.
And fucking exactly, dude. And that's exactly what I think happened, because the movie got shut down, got pulled, and he had fucking some props left over. He's like, how the fuck can I get this shit paid off? He's like, I got it. Fucking stupid UFO conspiracy people. I'll take it to MUFON, you know?
David Icke's a thing. I'll do this.
Right, you know? It's like, he's like, they make money off of it. Shit, you know? And so I just don't. And the thing is that then you get someone like Stanton Friedman, all right? You get him involved. He's a nuclear physicist who researches UFOs. So people like to consider him to be a credible guy in ufology. He is. He's one of my favorite fucking guys. However, Stanton Friedman has been wrong on multiple fucking occasions, all right? And he, just because he's a nuclear physicist does not mean that he is always correct in everything that he says. In fact, you know, his fucking story in his book, The Crash at Corona on Roswell, complete bullshit, all right? He's getting stories from people that are completely lying their ass off to him. And he's like, oh yeah, dude, fucking this is real. You know, fucking I'm taking this as fact, you know? And he put stuff in there that there were two crashes, and that one, it looked like two saucers hit each other, you know, like that, because he heard this from some witness somewhere or whatever. And then the Betty and Barney Hill case, and, you know, I mean, like, he is a part of so many fucking things that were, that I personally look at like it was total bullshit. How could this guy, who's supposed to be this fucking ultra intelligent, you know, nuclear physicist, how could he fall for such stupid shit, you know? But he does. He seems to fucking really fall for it. So I really got to take everything he believes with a fucking grain of salt, dude.
That's how I feel with like the ultra religious archaeologists that go and study all these places that are way older than anything that has to do with a Judeo-Christian religion, and but yet they just throw it out the window. They're like, nah, I still believe the other shit.
Exactly.
Like what you study, you've been there. You've been there.
Doesn't matter.
No, nope.
Nope, not doing it. Lord Jesus Christ is
contradictory to me, and I just like, how does your thought process work?
What did I say?
Show me how this works on pen and paper. No.
Right? That's why Cupid was showing the fucking UFO proof water. And she knows, like, Cupid, where's your UFO proof water? That's 1995. Don't forget, people. I'm going to need that check by tonight, or I'm going to have to evict you. Sorry. Hey Q, I just want to know, do you have eyebrows? Get them, Wade.
He made me
Chris, look at fucking Q's eyebrows. They're non-existent, dude.
I had to mute my mic because I spit fucking drink everywhere when I read
that. Look at him. Look at this fucking dude. God, he's like Whoopi Goldberg. You have no fucking eyebrows, dude.
I'll fucking Sharpie them
off. Oh, you motherfucker. I love it, dude. I was thinking the same thing the whole time. I didn't have the guts to say it. Thanks, Wade. Cupid, let's see the mohawk, dude. That is fucking baller, dude. Why don't you spike it up, man? I need to spike mine up, man. My mohawk is actually like fucking. It's like this fucking tall now, dude. Yeah, it's probably like that, dude. It's probably like fucking 4 or 5 inches high, dude. Like my mohawk's super, super high, dude. I really need to cut that motherfucker. Oh, that's fucking funny, dude. Yeah. You know what? But I'll tell you what, you guys. You know, like this shit that happened with you know, being featured on Top 15's videos. Last time I went and checked, the video that they put out had 124,000 views, dude. And they just put it out yesterday, you know? So I'm just saying, you know, that's going to get, you know, shit like that will get us attention, where that like subverts YouTube and it's fucking, you know, it's stranglehold on being able to promote us around their channel. Because obviously I'd like to be promoted around YouTube. But YouTube, since they have, you know, it's at their discretion, they're not going to. Now, however, when you go through AdWords and you make your own ad, money talks, you know, and then YouTube shuts the fuck up and listens, all right? Because right now they're paying me, but when I start paying them, they're like, oh yes, yes sir, yeah, you know, like, so they're like, oh sure, whatever, you know. So that's why I'm thinking, if we pull out if I make some YouTube ads and then a couple Facebook ads, that would really help promote our channel, and then and just let it go from there, you know. And I mean, it's probably a dumb idea to put out ads knowing that you're not selling a product per se. You're just trying to get people to your channel. That's really fucking sad. But I think in the end, it'll all work out, because you get the people over here, and then, you know, people will, you know, eventually people might want to buy some UFO proof gear, or might want to support on Patreon, or might want to donate on super chats or whatever. So it's like, you might eventually make the money back, you know, but it'll help grow the fucking channel. And then you're not dependent on fucking YouTube deciding whether or not your channel is one that should be spread around. And you guys got to understand something, you know, that we I mean, we have to admit that we're, you know, we're not like the most like friendly channel in the world. Like, you know, people could see this and be like, oh my God, oh, shut your ears, you know, like fucking, like, you know, like there might be an old lady somewhere in fucking, you know, Vermont, like if she flipped across and came onto our channel, she'd be like, oh, you know, like fucking, you know, it might be too much for her. She might fucking have a heart attack or something, you know. What up, Nick? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so you know, like it might be kind of hard for YouTube to be willing to promote us, because like we go against their terms of service, yet they still keep our channel up. I don't have any strikes, and we still get fucking monetized sometimes, you know. But so it's like they deal with us, but I don't know if they really want to promote a channel like us, because we're not like, you know, technically family. We're not like technically family friendly, but you know, we are super friendly to our own family, you know, like, you know, fucking, we're just for like, you know, outcasts and people like us, you know, who are just, you know, fucking adults, dude, you know, who just, you know, who want to fucking smoke a joint, smoke a cigarette, drink a beer, and say fuck you and stare at some boobies and whatever, you know. I mean, you know, want to make jokes and laugh about shit, talk about cool UFO stuff, you know. So it just might not be like, you know, it's definitely not Disney material. That's all I'm saying, you know. This isn't fucking for Nickelodeon, all right? So it could be hard for them to promote us, but I think we can promote ourselves and make a fucking, and I still think we can do exactly what we would get from them. I think I can do it myself. You know, basically everything that you know, we've gotten to the point has all been fucking like my ideas. I hadn't learned it from anybody else. It was just stuff that I'm like, this is the I want to try. I think if I do this, this is going to work, and I'm going to try this and do this, you know. And I'm always trying to, you know, progress and come up with innovative ideas for, you know, expanding the channel and getting people to notice it and stuff like that. And, you know, and so far it has fucking worked, you know, better than I thought it would. I did not think it would work as well as it did. And it turns out, and if you go to the YouTube Creator Academy, which I have fucking 9 certificates of completion from them. So I got 9 letters from YouTube for completing their courses. And it turns out all the stuff that they suggest for you to do, I already did. I already knew about it. And I already had the exact same idea. And I thought, this is how you should do it. And it turns out that is how you should do it. And that's why I think our channel got so successful, even though we still do stuff that goes against their term of service, which probably prevents us from, you know, doing a lot of shit. You know, we could actually be doing a lot better if I didn't want to cuss and I wanted to be more, you know, make it more friendly for just advertisers. But I just can't do it. I just gotta be me, you know. I just can't do it, dude. You know, maybe one day, maybe if I start getting like, if a fat paycheck is involved and they're like, Kyle, we want you to act like this, I'll be like, yes sir, you know. Oh, Jolly Gee, look at that, you guys, you know. Fuck shit, dude, you know, if the money's right, I don't give a fuck. You know. But I might have to act stupid, but fuck. I don't think they'll ever pay me for that. Maybe one day, if we're lucky, I'll get paid for being myself, you know. I've seen people do it. I've seen this one guy who got fucking paid by Ford to do a commercial for them. He's like on Instagram or fucking something like that, or Vine or something when that was out. And he's just like this redneck hillbilly who would just like cuss his ass off about everything. And he made a whole commercial for them where he just cussed the fuck out, dude. And it was funny as hell. It was a real funny commercial. And it's like they paid him to fucking do that. And he made a lot of money for it and shit like that. And it's like, and that's his whole thing, was being all fucking, you know, crude and rude and cussing and fucking shit like that. And he did it. So I think there's still an opportunity for us to be able to do it. Oh, look at that fucking big old chronic nug, dude. See, that's what I like, dude. That's like, that looks like a big golf ball, dude. That's what I like, a big golf ball high. Get your fucking camera to focus, dude. Remember how you were saying how awesome your fucking camera is? It's a piece of fucking shit. Focus! Down in front. Cupid, get out of the way. Pull the camera back some, dude. We can't, it's like it's totally out of focus. There you go. Try to lift your camera up over top of the bud and look down. Yeah, see, now you can pull in a little bit closer. Yeah, see, there you go. Hang on, let me make my screen a little bigger so I can see this better. Oh, dude, you would be terrible at filming UFOs. Look how bad he's shaking, and he's trying to film a piece of pot sitting on a fucking tray, dude. Imagine trying to film a UFO, Chris. Huh, you motherfucker? Not in a million years, dude. Man, that does look good. What kind of Buddha is that, dude? It's orange cranberry surprise fucking Alaskan thunderfuck, right?
Nah. It's purple Cadillac.
What was it? Say it again, Chris.
Purple Cadillac.
Purple Cadillac, dude. I love a good weed name, dude.
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
Like
every time my dealer goes to my house, there's just like a random name on the bag. I'm like, okay, cool.
You know, like if like it's like if someone comes over and like, oh, what's this? They're like, oh, this is a bag of weed. You're like, oh, okay, cool. And then they come over with the bag and they're like, oh, this is purple gummy fruit fucking sour patch Kush Thai stick. You got what? Fuck yeah, dude. What do you mean this is moon bubbles? Fucking, I want to smoke a moon bubble right now, dude.
I want some fucking moon bubble.
Dude. I want some moon bubble, dude. That's what I want.
What the fuck? Moon bubbles. Hell yeah.
Moon bubble, baby. Fuck yeah, dude. The next time I grow some weed, I'm going to name it Moon Bubbles.
Hell yeah. You gotta send me some of that shit. Fucking moon bubbles.
Moon bubbles, baby. All day long. God, I love moon bubbles.
Cal, can you throw up a link? I copy and pasted your link, but it doesn't seem to be working when I've done it that way.
Oh, wait, who? For Zach? Fuck no,
Yeah.
dude. No. I can't. Not for this fucking asshole.
Sorry, Zach.
No, not today. Looks like he uses that piece of times for more than weed. Notice all the scratches. We think someone is splitting lines.
Nah.
Dude, busting out some fucking coke in that tray, dude. Just admit it, dude.
Nah, that's called not having a grinder, and I just take my knife and just fucking cut that shit up like I'm fucking julienning fucking celery, dude.
Yeah,
Chop,
dude,
chop.
He does his lines on the plate right next to it.
Yeah. That's more of the mirror situation. I just bust out my little mirror box.
That's fucking right, dude. Dude, I'd snort a line off of fucking anything, dude. I'll snort a line off the fucking floor, dude.
Get you one of those big old 2-inch fucking pinky nails. Just whoop.
Right, dude. I want to be like one of those kings back in the day that had the little coat necklace. They're like,
They still sell some of that shit. I saw one the other day. It was like $1,400.
And you'd be like fucking, you'd be like a Cubit. You'd be like, oh, chip, chip, cheerio. Hey, what up,
You
Zach?
fancy a bump?
What's up?
you fancy a bump, you do? Oh, hello, governor.
I fancy a blunt right now.
How's the mic working, Zach? Give it a test out so we can hear you.
How's it sound, man? How's it sound?
It sounded good, man.
Like
and now we can actually hear you when you back up, like when you're away from it. I mean, it's still really low, but at least, you know, before when you're using the dynamic mic, man, we couldn't hear shit when you would move out in front, like the side of it, you know. At least this one kind of got more like an omnial direction.
Yeah.
You know, so it sounds much better, man.
You know, that's because of the studio shit, so.
Oh, well, of course, yeah, you know. I mean, huge fucking difference. So it's much better for streaming. They got yourself a USB mic, man. Yeah, not bad, dude.
Sweet. What are we talking about?
We were just discussing the channel actually, because I got a shout out in a video from Top 15s. Have you ever heard of that channel?
Yeah.
Okay, like I got a shout out in one of his videos for doing a debunking. He was doing a video about like the top 15 mysteries that were solved by YouTubers, and I was one of the motherfuckers who solved the mystery, you know, so it was awesome.
I love icy product.
What is it?
Big ass icy.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Good for the throat.
You got a sore throat, dude? Just stop sucking dick, dude.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
There are other ways to pay the rent, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta pay rent, man. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna get up in about 6 hours and do that. So fuck it.
Yeah, that's all we were discussing. We were just discussing the fucking channel and shit like that, and like making it
big enough so I don't have to go to work tomorrow, motherfucker. Come on.
That's right. You know, hopefully.
Right.
Oh, you know, hey, Zach, since you're into fucking music, man, I want to mention this to you, dude. Have you? What kind of phone do you have?
S8.
Oh, okay. Have you tried the fucking? Hang on. Let me see the name of it. Have you tried the Samsung Music app?
No, I haven't.
Dude, I didn't even know about it, dude. I just found it yesterday, and it's fucking bad as hell, dude. And I'm telling you, dude, as a musician, man, you got to go and check it out, dude. I was super impressed with it, like fucking like GarageBand style on Apple or whatever. You know, I actually haven't been on it. I've seen it, you know, shit like that. I heard it's fucking super badass. But compared to all the other music apps and everything, this one that Samsung made for their shit, dude, is fucking super, super impressive. And I think they compare it to like a GarageBand, you know. Really? It's called
Dude, I'm like this though. So I'm fucking 44, right? So the older I get, it seems the less shit I'm able to learn. I don't know what it is, but so like
check out the app first, dude.
I will. With work, I got to use the fucking iPad and a regular computer, and I fucking hate iProducts because I fucking don't know how to use them.
I fucking hate them, dude. No, so Apple sucks altogether, dude.
It's like when you get a new remote control and shit, and your fingers are wanting to go to that old button, the old faithful, you know, whatever. Fucking you have to relearn it, and it takes forever. It sucks.
Oh man, dude, I love learning new shit, dude. Like fucking any kind of new device that comes out.
I like to learn, but I don't like to learn new devices that are like comfort like that. Like you can, you know, with your remote control, you can fucking flick it in the dark. You can touch the thing, and you know what button's what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get a new remote control, especially if it's set up unorthodox, it fucking just takes me way forever longer to learn. It's more frustrating.
You just like,
I'll check it out.
If it has an easy user interface, then you're like, okay, I'll learn it if it's got an easy UI. But if it's got like a difficult one, you're like, fuck.
Per se,
it'll be intuitive.
Example would be Windows XP or Windows 7 versus Windows 10. Fuck Windows 10 for moving all that shit around where I don't know where the fuck it is. You know what I mean? I could control my shit before. Now I gotta fucking go back and learn everything. Where the fuck's your device manager? Good luck finding that shit.
Dude, and that's the thing. If you just learn one thing, you know, if you go into that type here to search and you type in device manager, it pops up.
I know. I know that.
Everything does. It makes it super easy to find everything now, dude.
I know. I'm just stubborn and old.
Fucking Windows Pro is the shit, dude. I like Windows 10 Pro, what I got now. I think it's awesome, dude. But no, I do understand what you're saying.
You know what you got to do to promote the channel, right?
What's that, buddy?
You need to fucking throw a UFO proof fucking event somewhere here in Washington. We're just
I am.
all the local proofers get together and we'll all camp out for a weekend or some shit and rock
Dude,
out.
fucking Zach, we are. Don't you know this? Where the fuck have you been, dude?
I fucking get I'm supposed to get notifications. They don't fuck come through for whatever reason, except for on Google Hangouts.
We're going to the ESETI Ranch, dude, at Mount Adams, dude. You know James Gilead?
I don't.
And he's got this ranch where he's you know, claimed to fucking be on UFOs. You know, one of these fucking guys. He's super, you know, esoteric, you know, but he does have a lot of fucking kick-ass sightings out there. And there is a bunch of UFO activity around Mount Adams and Mount Rainier, which is where the first UFO sighting by Kenneth Arnold took place, you know. And so we're all going to fucking meet up and we're going to take the fucking UFO proof van and we're all going to fucking mob down to the fucking ESETI Ranch and we're going to be broadcasting live and then editing and recording videos and putting those out. And it's going to be a fucking UFO proofer event with a bunch of proofers from all over, dude.
When are we doing this?
We are doing this as soon as the weather gets nice and we all decide like on what's the best time. Like I was thinking that it might be sometime in July, but it depends on when everyone can do it. So if everyone can do it in like, I don't know, if we're all available at April for some reason, then we would all do it in April. Or if we are all available in February, because whatever works the best for everybody, you know.
About a month to be good for notice month, you know, so I can inform work.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. We're all gonna fucking try to come together and pick out when would be the best time for everybody. I'm gonna talk to everyone, and we're gonna try to you know, aggregate everyone's information and see what it comes out.
Are we limited to a head count? I mean, like, could we fucking pop it off, have like a rave there and shit, or what?
Yeah, I think we're limited to the amount of fucking proofers that we have available to come. You know, I mean, hey, dude, if you know, like, because I don't want to be bringing people who aren't proofers. You know, I want it to be nothing but proofers. You know, so it's like it's just how many proofers do we have around who are able to get to us? You know, but no, we wouldn't be limited. I would invite all 9,000 of my fucking subscribers if I could, man.
How many in Washington? Like 20 or something? I mean, how many do you think of us will actually show up?
Oh, well, the dudes who are going to show up, the dudes who are planning on it are all going to show up. Like the guys who we've been discussing it with are coming for a fact. Like we've already had this like shit set down. Like we're definitely going, you know?
Put me on the
so
list.
Like, yeah, that's all it is really is if you're down, if you want to join on the list, because the list, like us who have already got it planned, is fucking solidified. We are going. This is going down. You know. So if you definitely want to go,
I definitely want to go. I just need to know whether I need to bring my fucking snowmobile or my dirt bike.
I'm hoping it'll be dirt bike season because cold sucks, man. I mean, fuck the cold. I hope we don't have to do it in the cold. And anyways, in the summertime, man. You can, you know, the only thing that sucks is in the summertime, the nights are shorter, but I think you have a lot more aerial activity in the summertime. I tend to notice.
It's got clear in the winter, but yeah.
You know, and you know, you can kind of stay out a lot later when it's warmer outside at night than it is when it's fucking colder, man. And equipment, you guys also got to take into account that equipment fails in the cold. Lasers stop working, cameras start working. As soon as shit starts getting cold, shit stops working. And I mean, wait till you go and do it on your own. Fucking, you know, I had to fucking learn from experience, from trial and error, but I found out very quickly that your equipment starts shutting down in the cold. It fucking sucks, man. So, you know, especially if you're trying to record something and your fingers are frozen and you can't even hit the buttons, you know, fucking, it just all around sucks, man. So I'm hoping we can do it sometime in the summer when it gets really warm. Plus, it'll give everybody time to kind of prepare for it. Like me, I'm like getting pieces one at a time for all the stuff that we're going to need on the trip. You know, like with the van. Like I got these little portable monitors and DVD players for the van. So when we cruise down there, we got shit to watch. I just got this fucker.
It's not the dude that calls UFOs, is it? Is it the guy that the guy that calls UFOs?
I just got this fucking badass power inverter, and I gotta take the sticker off of here. It actually has a digital readout on it that tells you how much it's using, how much it has, like how many volts are within the battery or whatever device, how many it's pumping out. Like it has a bunch of different readouts on it, dude. Like the input volts, the output watts. It's really cool, dude. And it's got two standard plugs and then two USBs that are actually fast chargers. So these are both like 2.1 amp chargers or whatever, so the fast chargers. And then you got the little you know, clip on this. So it does a fucking a lighter, and then you get the little alligator clips and shit with them, whatever you need. So I just picked this up so we can plug our shit in while we're in there in the van or whatever.
I got a big fat. I got a big fat.
So I'm just gonna be picking up like pieces and equipment stuff that we need for the trip, like just one at a time while we're.
Is there moving water on the property?
Everything we need when we go on this trip. It's gonna be fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
It's gonna be so much fun.
We're gonna get faded. Is there any moving water on the property?
You know, and I'm trying to get Sasha to go, but I don't think she's going to because of our stupid little fucking faggot ass dogs, and because they will apparently die on their own, which is so quiet.
Better dogs than fucking birds. That's all I'm saying. Better dogs than birds.
It'll be fine. The big one will eat the little one. He's just fine. Fucking then we don't have to pay for the little one anymore. Yeah, she's cute.
You don't like camping.
Throw her in the toilet and get rid of her.
Hey, Kyle.
Go put her in her dress.
She would be my first.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, so I think it'll be basically just dudes. It'll be like a big sausage fest.
Cock festival.
But I think it'll still be fucking awesome, man. I think we're gonna have a fucking blast when we go, dude. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I bet you we're gonna catch some fucking excellent fucking video of some crazy ass shit. Smooth's not coming, but I'm gonna have the fucking drones. I'm gonna have the fucking the Typhoon 8. Oh, bring the drones, dude. You know, bring your drones, man.
So probably bring my guitar.
You know, absolutely, man. You know.
Yeah. Anything? I'll keep us warm. Is there moving water on the property? Do you know?
Yeah. There's it's like a little community of fucking esoteric hippies. You know.
Right. So we're gonna go.
Oh, there's definitely no running water.
We're gonna go pretend to be into yoga and shit.
There is no fucking shower within 10 miles of this place, dude. Just a bunch of dirty fucking hippies, dude.
Nice.
I'm just joking.
Hey, Kyle.
Birkenstocks bring my sand.
Yeah, I mean, like, you want to, I mean, just bring the basics or whatever, like, I'm going to have all, like, the big product stuff that we'll need, like, fucking, I want to get, like, a folding table, like, a big, long, fucking, like, one of those tables. Remember I had fucking school, the big lunch tables kind of things that would fold out the big legs, like one of those tables, and stack that fucker on top of the roof. And strap it down, and then lawn chairs. That's another thing. Gotta get fucking lawn chairs because I'm telling you, fucking.
I got a ton of chairs. I got the badminton. I got all the yard games we can handle.
Well, we're not gonna do yard games. We're gonna be there fucking UFO hunting, dude.
What are you gonna do in the daytime?
Edit videos. Record videos. We're gonna be broadcasting live and shit like that, dude. Doing videos and stuff. Yeah, dude. Fuck, man. We're there flying the drones and shit, dude, doing that shit, man. You can go play bocce ball with Cubit, all right? If you want to bring a yard game, go ahead, man. Fucking bring it, dude, I just, the thing is you don't want to bring too much because, we are going to be limited on our space, but whatever you want, man, if you want to bring some yard games that we're going to have fun with, fucking bring them, dude. We'll have a good time, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going to be there camping out for a couple days, so it's not like we're going to be doing the fucking videos nonstop. We're going to have to take breaks, So we might as well fucking bring some fucking games that we could all compete with each other against, which I'll easily kick all your butts. So it'd be awesome.
Oh fuck! Here comes the competition, baby.
Exactly right.
So I'll probably just bring the Winnebago. There.
Yeah, like bring a couple of your race drones, dude, and we'll race the fuck out of them and shit, man.
For sure.
How far does your drone go?
Just as far as I can, fucking farther than I can see,
Do you
bro.
have any drones that go miles?
So that I was telling you before, that all just depends on what you want to spend for that. I have them that will go up to probably 2 miles, but I don't go farther than I can see really anyway. So, you know what I mean? Do
you have any drones that have cameras like FPV?
Yes, that's what most of my shit is.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah, we'll be good. It just depends
on you travel.
What?
Why wouldn't you travel like to the point where you couldn't see them anymore and just use the camera to fly?
Because with FPV, you don't need to go that far. You know what I mean? You're usually not very far from your ship. I have ones I can set them up to go as far as I want. It just depends on how fucking. I don't really fly like that to like. What you're talking about flying is you're on a screen and you put a coordinates in basically on the fucking map and it goes there. as to where mine.
I'm talking about fucking straight up just flying on the screen and looking where I'm going and just
Yeah, no,
flying
I can fly like a bird all day long, dude. All day long, wherever you want to go. There's just no call for to go that far when you're doing FPV because fucking you get so far out of range you don't know where the fuck you're at.
Yeah, that could be difficult, man. What I'm thinking that we could do though is a couple of us could, like, you know, perhaps you and I could actually one of the nights camp out close to the mountain, like at the fucking base of the mountain, and when any of the lights are happening, we can actually send the fucking drones out, you know? Go ahead, Chris. What were you saying?
So you know how long of a walk that is to the base of the mountain from the ranch?
And no, the ranch is about 13 miles away from it. Like fucking Zach and I would have to leave fucking the ranch and go up there on our own and go and like camp out there the night or whatever during a UFO hunt. We would have to leave.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, because there's no like access to the mountain via vehicle or anything. Oh, I guess y'all took like dirt bikes.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know, like we would have to do that and leave and go on our own to do that. So yeah, it's not like we would just run up there. You have to be already staked out there, you know.
Yeah.
So,
have you heard any of the interviews of James Gilliland?
Yes, I have.
Did you see the one where he was talking about when him and Jimmy Church was up there and it, some kind of big square opening opened up in the side of Mount Adams, and they have pictures
fucking
and stuff?
Asshole, yeah, of the shadow, of the fucking shadow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's some stuff that he says. I'm like, but then again,
you got flare, forward-looking infrared. Do you have one camera?
Yeah.
You do have actual FLIR.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
There's a difference between.
I just have
infrared.
Infrared, you know.
Right. So you got the black and white, basically. So I mean, you know that.
Yeah. I got the green and the green ones, and then I got the black and white ones. Fucking, you know, they both look great.
You've got night vision, but you don't have flare, so you don't have forward.
I don't have thermal. Yeah, no thermal at all, but just infrared. I have infrared.
Good flare camera would be cool.
You know, but I find FLIR, like the thermal cameras are like for UFO hunting. I mean, they could be handy, but you can't see the sky you can't see the stars or anything. So I think that kind of sucks. And it only picks up things that are hot. You know, it only picks up the temperature. So it's like, what if the UFO is cold? You would have no idea it was even there. You know, it would be like invisible on your screen. Sure. You know, and we don't really know that if they're hot or not.
What about Bigfoot, bro?
No, that's true. And and a number of people have brought that up to me. They're like, what about Bigfoot? I'm like, that is a good point. Well, Snooch was offering to get a thermal camera for the Typhoon H, which was $1,700. And I'm like, that's fucking outrageous. And I definitely disagree with it.
If it's a true flare radio or a flare camera, then, because that's not bad actually. And these are pretty badass. I was wanting to nail one on the front of my drone so I could do like search and rescue type shit for the local search and rescue.
See, that's pretty cool, man. You know, yeah, it actually is like that. I saw a video on YouTube about it, and they were showing it being used for search and rescue and stuff like that. So it absolutely has those capabilities. The camera was pretty impressive in that way.
Because you can program your drone to fly coordinates, and it would sweep whole entire areas with that camera, and you could just sit there and watch it as it was doing sweeps.
Exactly, you know. Yeah, see that would be kind of cool, but for the UFO hunting, I'm just not so sure that the thermal, you know, infrared cameras.
That's cool on Squatch country too. Just saying.
That is true. It is Washington, so I mean, you know, there is a chance that, you know, we could pick up on it, but I mean, I just can't justify spending $1,700 on that fucking camera, especially when I just got a brand new 4K camera for it that Snooch got us, and I mean, it should have been here today, so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. But it's a brand new 4K camera for this fucking drone. I mean, that's fucking awesome. That's gonna pick up anything you want. It's low light, you know, and everything. So I'm like, why are you wasting that money? Go ahead. What'd you say, Zach?
Snooch gonna go?
Yeah, Snooch is going. Fucking Alex is going.
You going?
No, Kyle's
he lives in fucking England, dude.
Kyle's too much of a means to buy me a ticket.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking buy him a fucking $2,000 plane ticket.
You gotta start doing a GoFundMe. You gotta start doing a GoFundMe,
bastard.
You buy me a ticket, I'll kiss your ass on camera.
Oh,
wow. Well, maybe I might buy you a ticket now, dude. Let me see if I can buy a seat one, dude. I could have you fly like a kidney or something, you know?
Signs your death warrant. He's gonna get that ticket.
Right?
Where's fucking
I'm
Snooch
gonna
when you
hold
need
you to it. I'm gonna hold your lips to my ass.
Any rich benefactors in the stream? Would you like to donate for this ticket?
Yeah. So Snooch is definitely going. Alex is definitely going. Deadwood is definitely going. You know, Dave. I think Dave's on here. Is Dave? Dave, are you still on here?
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, he's right there. Yeah, named after Bigfoot encounter, Mount St. Helens, Ape Canyon. Oh
bass?
no shit. Yeah, Dave's definitely going with this.
Acoustic bass. You got an acoustic bass?
I don't have an acoustic bass. No, I don't. I just have a powered one, man. But I do have a power inverter, so I could bring that in my fucking. I could bring my my DJ machine, my you know, my Bud Light karaoke fucking machine. That thing's bad as fuck. Have you seen that before?
I've always wondered what the fuck that was in the background.
Yeah, here, I'll show you, man. If you haven't seen this thing, dude, it's great for DJs and any musician, man. I fucking super like this thing. I was like,
I just figured
I had
it was
this
a big amp.
It kind of is. Here, let me see. I gotta see the screen real quick.
I saw the guitar strap at one point in time, so I just guessed.
Yeah, check this out. All right, so here.
The Bud Light Tower of Power.
Yeah, see the fucking Bud Light, and then
Tower of Power.
Right there, it's got fucking 2 pens, and then you can hook up your It's got your mic, and it's got your standard 2.5-inch input jacks for your mics, and then up here you can see you have the SD card, the MMC card, you have the USB port. And then you have it's also Bluetooth capable. And then what's on the other side? Oh, nothing's on the other side. I forgot. Yeah, and that's this. And then the back of it actually has.
Did I show you this? I showed you this, right?
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me try to do this. Let me try this.
What was that? A mixer?
That's called the Machine 3 from Native Instruments. It's fucking. They call it a. What do they call it? It's a portable production group studio. Basically, it's any instrument you want, and the ability to loop anything or record anything live, put effects to it, sample it, string it out into notes or chorus. Fucking, it's just epic.
Nice.
Check it out. Machine 3, MASCHINE.
I use a lot of their software, but never any of their hardware.
Yeah, their hardware's sick. I have their older one too, the Micro. It's pretty cool.
See that back on the back.
One of my friends
has all the
messed around with their launch pad.
Has all the other ports back there, the fucking RCA, and I can't get to it, dude.
Fucking Kyle's high.
I can't switch up the camera that far. Oh well, but it's got a bunch of other ports to it, a bunch of other inputs. So it's pretty fucking cool. You can basically hook up anything to the Bud Light machine, man. You can rock out a bass, you can rock out DJ equipment, karaoke equipment, mics, amps, fucking basically whatever. It'll hook up Bluetooth.
I was thinking more along the lines of acoustic session.
Run, USB drives, fucking SD cards, mini SD cards, fucking. Dude, it's a cool little fucking station for a little, has a little bit of everything, man. It sounds fucking fantastic too, man. It fucking beats.
They need to get you working on some infomercials.
That's pretty cool, man.
Totally. I'll do all the audio.
Yeah, we could bring that, and both of us could actually just play through that, dude. If you had any electric devices you wanted to jam out too, because I have no acoustic bass.
Cupid, you're in fucking England, dude. You limey fuck. You're in England.
Go screw yourself.
I can hit my phone and shit to it, dude, and fucking knock out drum beats and all that good shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you that fucking app. That name of that app is
Samsung. Samsung Music.
SoundCam.
SoundCam.
It's a Samsung app though. You can't get it on like Play Store. You can only get it through Samsung. Awesome. I would go check it out, man.
I will.
It seems to have a fairly easy user interface, so you should be able to pick it up no problem, man.
I fucking connected Hangouts. I
connected
UFO
I just found it last night, man.
To UFO Proof to Hangouts on my phone, to Google Hangouts on my phone. And fuck, I'm at work, dude. Phone just starts fucking going. Dwing, dwing, going off.
That's why I
like
figured
crazy.
he couldn't hear us.
Hello?
I couldn't turn it off. That fucking Hangouts app, I couldn't turn it off. It was just going crazy. My phone, I had to set it outside.
I guess I can't hear you.
I figured Kyle couldn't hear us.
No,
Yeah, it's too bad we can't mute him.
totally lost sound for you guys.
He can't hear us because the fucking I said earlier, he's fucking on when he's high.
But wait, I can hear just fine.
But we know you're high, motherfucker.
Well, I can't hear you guys, so I'm gonna have to cut out the broadcast. I have no idea what I did. I totally lost sound to it. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by and watching the show. Check out UFO
Nice out, Kyle.
on Amazon.com. Support me on fucking Patreon. Pick up your own UFO proof gear on Teespring. Share, subscribe, like, all that good shit. And I will see you guys next time. All right. UFO proof out.
Later, fool.
All right. Later, you guys.